Good evening. My name is Joseph Vermeil, and I'm here to introduce our keynote speaker, Miss Vanessa Jean, who's going to be talking about open source technologies in higher education. She will give a definition of open source technologies, a brief timeline of open source technologies in higher education, overview, administrative and academic applications, open source opportunities and controversies, and her speech will finish with a value proposition for open source technologies in higher education. What is open source? Open source is defined in opposition to closed source, where open source is when you have the source code of the program, you can change it, modify it, distribute it. This is an example of a program written in English-like language so anyone can understand what's going on. When you buy software for Microsoft or any other source, what they give you is a compiled version of the software, which is something like this. You cannot do anything with it. You can only use it as they want you. So the person who owns the source code have property rights, intellectual property rights, ownership rights, patent and copyrights on the software. So this is the definition of open source. The open source movement allows people to get the software, to have the opportunity to modify it and to change it and to use it as they please. In 1986, the Free Software Foundation was formed. 1991 to 93, the Linux system, which is the backbone of open source software, was released. And in 1999, Star Office, which became Open Office as the main competitor of Microsoft Office, was launched. I'm now introducing you to controversies and opportunities in open source technologies for higher education. What we have here is a graphic written by Andy Tai depicting the software wars going on. It's a humoristic, it's a cartoon, but it's very representative of what is really going on in the market, the software industry. We have King Bill Gates in the middle, Microsoft Corporation. It is like an insurrection where you have HP, IBM, the free software movement, Sun Solaris System, and Emperor or King Bill Gates the Great in the middle. Now, speaking of opportunities, the software industry, the open source movement have had ramification on other aspects of life as a movement to help those who are the weakest among us. For instance, lifehack.org argues that the movement, the idea, the philosophy of open source can apply to anything in life, any area where information is currently in the hands of a few instead of many. One interesting aspect of open source is MOOC for higher education. This is massive online open source open courses, which is being offered by many academic institutions. We have Coursera, Khan Academy, Udacity, and edX, and these are institutions offering courses online where anyone can take them. I'm not sure, you don't have academic credit per se, but they give you the knowledge that you need. Just to recap, we introduce open source technologies, definition, timeline, overview, academic and administrative applications, opportunities, controversies, and now we're ready to offer you a value proposition for the adoption of open source technologies in higher education. This is what we'll be proposing as a value proposition for open source technologies in higher education. Cost is cheaper or nothing. You pay for it. Security, quality, customability, interoperability, auditability, support options, service continuity, testability, huge tax benefits, continuous improvement, lower total cost of ownership, massive open online courses, capability to improve enrollment via participation, and the ability to build on existing projects. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to welcome our keynote speaker, Ms. Vanessa Jane, who will be talking about open source technologies in higher education. Thank you.